Hello there, fans of the channel. We are going to have a farewell tour of the dollhouse, as I'm going to have to start packing away everything. We are going to be moving this summer, and I really need to start cracking down on that. So, to help us with the tour is the newest addition to the Rainbow Hive family. This is Daphne Minton. Say hello to everyone. She's in a new outfit because I always believe in changing the dolls' clothes when I get them. So let's start here down on the base floor. Now you can definitely see from the get-go my house looks different, and I did that on purpose. Usually I'm all for color, I'm all for theming different rooms, but I did not like having pre-printed details dictating basically what room was what. It limited the creative freedom and being able to put things where I wanted and make room and incorporate my own things. Obviously I'm using the furniture that comes with the dollhouse, but I also have my own things. That also being said, I didn't realize this was the quote-unquote budget version of the dollhouse. I didn't realize there were two different versions of it. So when I got this, I was wondering why I didn't have two windows up there. I didn't have the bathtub or the jacuzzi. Why I didn't have the pillars, the rainbow chair. I was a little pissed off. And, oh well, the damage was done. We already opened up the box and everything, and I was just like, okay, fine. So, here we are. I've made my peace with that. I'm still not entirely pleased whenever I do think about it, but let's move on. I turned the downstairs into the kitchen. And, I wanted it to be spacious enough. I wanted it to actually follow the floor plan like you would if this was a 3-story house. Your living room and kitchen is on the base floor, your bedroom and bath on the second, and then your third is your attic, your office, your spare room, your whatever. So, imaginary doors, you come in, there's the couch. And yes, I also covered the couch with the same contact paper that I was using for the floor. This ended up having just a little bit short, because I did all the floors first, and, but I felt like having the couch with a wooden base would be better than it just being all solid white, although I do like that it has that little cushioning dip. Alright, so got a plush Barbie pillow, a little cute Kuromi toy. This you can get at Walmart for like $2 or $3 over in like the aisle next to the Barbie aisle. I've got 2 little Care Bears as well. Barbie coffee table, Miniverse plants. This is actually Monster High. I painted the fruit. We got the littlest pet shop from the OG days. A little cat, a little Persian cat, with the Miniverse thing that the plant comes with. It creates a little shelf, and I was like, ooh, that would be a cute little cat house. I have a clear acrylic cube, which I don't know where I've got it from, how long I've had it. It just works for now until I find something better. And then this is a Stranger Things television, which is a blind box, so I got a figure and everything, but it's just like the right size to go with a doll, and I honestly prefer big cube-like televisions rather than flat screens. This is what I grew up with. This is what feels like a TV to me. Now, because we have this divider wall right here, I wasn't able to fit the fridge into the kitchen like how I wanted. I mean, you've got that window there, and obviously you've got to have your sink somewhere and the stove, so it's like, okay, it can be on the other side of this separating wall. It likes to stick down there. The food is kind of like a random mix of stuff that actually comes with it. And then there's Zuru, Five Surprise mini brand stuff. And then there's things that were also from Barbie and I think it's called Itty Bitties or something. It's from, yeah, you can find it at Five Below, but there's other stuff in there. Alright, same for the food that's on the table. This is from that little brand that I was telling you about. So we got fruit and toast and avocado and cheese and everything. The second cup is missing. I had 2 of these. I don't know where the other one went. That microwave comes from Hobby Lobby. It's wood. It's for the actual wooden doll houses, the dollhouse kits. So you can buy those little final touches to decorate with. It is kind of small, but it does open. You can put some things in it, just not a lot of room. But what's a modern day kitchen without a microwave? Got some glass bottles right here that have sticky tack on them so they stay in place. And then that is Elphaba's broom for the moment. It's just chilling there. Then we got the stove with this cute little scale. Is there anything inside the stove? Yes, there's a pie. And then of course you see the coffee cutout. I decided that doing the room up here, and I wanted these big icons of fashion and the butterfly in the bathroom, you know, to tie in because, you know, Poppy is all about butterflies. I saw this and I was like, you know what, that would be perfect to just hang up in the kitchen, toss your hair in a bun, drink some coffee, get it done. It's pretty much my motto. Long hair, which, by the way, I'm getting this cut off tomorrow. I'm donating it. So you will be saying goodbye to this long mess. And I'll be rocking the short hair. You know, just definitely shorter than this stuff. Probably right on there. I'm gonna go pixie cut. Anywho, so yeah, that is the living room, kitchen, open floor plan. Then we take the elevator, which I don't. I just use this. I think I just keep this as like it's a like a balcony. You know, you just step outside and just do the balcony. So imaginary lift, because this is all open. I covered that with just a sheet of scrapbook paper and grabbed one of my Barbie bathtubs. I have the towel from Margot de Perla sitting on the side. This is... Oh, okay. Okay. This is the toilet that comes with this set, but my daughter, she's got this toy toilet that we got at like the Dollar Tree. I thought that was it for a second. Anyway, the bathroom came with the sink, and then I built one of these mini shelves that came with those little book brands. I have a couple from season 1. I've got one of Scarlett's books right there. The other one is in the clear backpack. Well, excuse you. Oh, you rolled around in the grass. You rolled around in that grass, didn't you, my little cow? Yes. Mm-hmm. All right, so I have this beautiful red, I believe it's soapstone vase. It's pretty hefty. And I just got some little sticks because it's just room decor. And it just goes right there. And because this is such a big, wide window, I have some scrapbook paper behind there to look like clouds. You know, they're also over there. And then up above we have starry skies. Took a wooden frame, bought some of that what kind of paper is it? It's the shiny paper. Anyway, Just put some on there and then glued on these cute little crystals, and so it looks like a mirror and everything. And then I got that pajama fashion pack, so it comes with the flat iron and the curler, and because there's no cabinet space, it just sits right there. I'm gonna have to work on that. Then we come here to the bed. The bed also got the same treatment as the sofa. It got contact paper up at the headboard and all around the frame. And then we have the one pillow rather than two. So I have this little pillow here, which I have no idea where I got it or how long I've had it. Just one of those things. And then I took one of these little baggies that we get the purses and shoes from in the blind boxes, and just did some stufferoni with a whole bunch of the cotton fluff you get from pill bottles. And then this is a microfiber washcloth. My husband had a whole bunch of these at work, brought them home so that way they could get washed, and I was like, can I keep one? I just kind of liked how that print looked. This is a little McDonald's Neopet Cougar toy from back in the day. Got a Barbie wicker nightstand. This is supposed to work, but it doesn't. I believe this is from My Life. Let me see. Get a good closer up look. It does not say. Wait, hold on. I'm looking at it upside down. Still doesn't. But anyway, I think it comes from a My Life set. And yeah. And I buy My Life stuff for the Moxie Teen dolls that I have. I don't actually collect My Life dolls, but the proportions for Moxie Teens I think works better. Over here we have an organizer, which if set up vertically looks like a nice set of clear acrylic shelves. Now there's some spots empty because I just took out the shoes and purses. That's where I had a few things, and then I've been filling it up with some of the small stuff that I've been getting at, Five Below and little blind bags and boxes and Walmart and everything. And so, they can have some stuff in there. Just a fake potted plant. I don't exactly remember whether it was from Target or Walmart. And then I cut out some imagery from the collector guides and used some Mod Podge and spread them out over little stretch canvases. So now we have the shoes and purses and some framed artwork. Cut out some box art that had the actual stuff that this company makes, MGA, with the poopsie whatever. And then that is a starry map that comes off of a pack of those stars that you put on your walls, the glow-in-the-dark ones. But yeah, if you see, you put her here, you can see everything is proportionate. The shelf is eye level, the stuff that, she can touch is the right size. So it works out. Then I wanted to treat the top floor like it was a loft. So the Skylar designer desk thing, I didn't really even want the doll. I wanted it for the desk. I wanted it for all the cool accessories. So just ignore, these are just boxes from previous blind boxes. That little caddy unit is Barbie, and there's stuff in the drawers and in the little cubby units. That's all Rainbow High stuff. That is like a Keurig coffee cup that has the strips of fabric that go with. Then on the mannequin, I have that fairy dress that came with Eliza, which there are the wings. And I very diligently and carefully removed the black lettering because I didn't like it. And then just put that measuring tape around. That's the stool that comes with it. And then that's the chair that comes with the wardrobe, and I much prefer that being there. And then that just sitting off to the side like, you know, a spare chair. Cut out the box art. So here we have some fashion designs. We have the cork board with Poppy's work on it. Then we have a little bit for Skylar. We have some of those pseudo drawings. And then of course over here we have what I picked out for this house was to have the big wooden icons stuck on with sticky tack, so I can always change it if I want to rearrange. That being said, also the desk, everything on here except for this coffee cup because it was in someone's hand, has sticky tack. Okay, except for those could fall out. This is one of the magnifying glasses that comes with the books. But yeah, so I gotta be careful I don't lose those. So I have a real glass slipper, a moonstone carved mushroom shape, and then a blue fairy that I bought at the Renaissance Fair. Just some nice iconography to have for inspiration, along with the orchid that it comes with, and then just that and that. So this, rather than being the bedroom, becomes an office where I can have my character do the thing that they like to do. I also have a string of lantern lights up at the top. And then over here, this is where the Neon Shadow Band keeps their instruments. I have all three. I also just got Glitch, so she also comes with a microphone, and that's sitting there. There are two more of the Miniverse plant things that I got recently that I haven't done anything with. And then I also have one Harry Potter one. And this chair comes from the Dollar Tree. And then there's just a little Halloween decoration, which is a coffin that has some plant stuff in it. But when that's cleaned up, that is where the band jams. So, it's like a little bit for everybody. Now, obviously, this is just a one-bedroom house. If I really wanted to, I could turn the second, this into a second bedroom. But I like that this gives enough space for one person to be a happy doll. And usually I have Kia Hart sitting in here for like whatever reason, because she's like my rainbow girl. I don't really have anybody that has like rainbow hair, so I just picked her to be like the house occupant. But I mean, when you've got the chairs and the couch and whatnot, there's room for guests. I've had a few people, a few others in here, but on its own, it's enough for one person. And then, of course, you got your little balcony right there. So, yeah, it is going to be a shame having to pack it up. We're not going to dismantle it, though, because it was such hard work putting together. But I am going to have to take everything out. And, I'm kind of debating on whether I want to take off the artwork. I could leave that, because they're stuck on really well. I did pretty good. But for the most part, I gotta get all the furniture. And then, of course, put all the girls in a box. And I really don't want to do that. Especially since I just got the one that I've been wanting for a long time. And I would rather like to have her out for a bit more and show off. But, it is what it is. Oh, I also have these two magazines, which come with a couple of the characters. I know Pinky is one of them that has, I think, I don't remember the other. These cutouts are actually from the Skylar design desk, and so I just put those there as well, so that way, it just looks like definitely someone who's into fashion and everything. When it comes to this bookcase here, some of the books actually are just charms from Hobby Lobby. Alright, so This is just a plain paper book that I do have it bound with elastic so that way it actually stays firmer. It stays closed. But if you don't have the means to get some of these book balls, because you know they can be kind of expensive, these can be anywhere from less than $1 and up, depending on if this is the series that's on sale that day that you go, because you know they're always having a sale. And if they're having a sale on the fairy tale line, or you know the World Traveler series or whatever, you can save a lot. So I would also check that out, and you can get some really nice printed covers and everything, which, I mean, this one's fully detailed all the way around. And then there's some that are just, you know, small and simple and everything. But this is an official Rainbow High / Shadow High book. And then you have stuff like this from Zuru. This one's a hardback, but it also comes with a bookmarker and has quote-unquote readable pages. They just, you know, have mini print. And then, I mean, if you're really, really creative, you can go print out and, you know, make them yourself. Which I wanted to do, but God, I don't have the ink. So I just have to deal with that at the moment. But yeah, I think that's everything. Oh yeah, that red bag, that is a Generation Girl Barbie bag. But, like, the proportion, it's nice, especially since this can go across the body. Yeah, and it's deep enough. I've actually got the hairdryer in here because I don't have room in the bathroom. Like, rather than doing this solid thing, they could have done a shelf so I, you know, could put one under there or whatever. And I've already got the sewing machine and an iron down there, so it's like, yeah, the hairdryer just stays in the big bag. Alright, so yeah, there we go. It's gonna be the last time we're gonna see it for a while. So fare thee well. Thank you so much for taking this tour and listening to me ramble and rant about everything and here, there, and everything. And here's a little close-up. We got some Draco Malfoys, and one of them is up in there with Hermione. We got some Disney dolls, and we got some Bratz. And then we got a tiny unicorno from Toki Toki, and the cute Care Bears from the aisle in Walmart that I told you about. Oh yeah, and this rug, just put it here because otherwise it's very, very naked space. And then it just really ties it all together. But it is very lumpy, so I don't really actually set a doll on there, you know, because, yeah. But I really like how this looks. Bubble bath. All right. Bye.